Welcome to a day in our pony world life. This video is hard. I wanted to share our current truth and why I'm considering drastic changes so that I can keep all of the ponies together. We love our life here in West Cornwall, but our setup isn't ideal for one person. The tiny trio, who you can see here, arrived as part of a community project. And at that time, we wanted lots of things to do. Moving water, moving them to grazing for the day. We had lots of volunteers and they needed things to do. Now it's just lots of things for me to do. So it's hard work. And along with the cost, things are proving a bit of a challenge. This summer and the lack of grass has meant that I've been needing to feed the ponies and things are a bit of a struggle at present. To stay as we are in this situation, we need to generate more income. Last winter, I sold all of my available worldly possessions, but this winter, I don't really have anything else left to sell. So it's a challenge. The only other way I can see to manage is to have all of the ponies on one site with more suitable grazing and facilities so that I can manage them on my own. But around here, there's just nothing. And believe me, I've tried. I've tried applying for farm tenancies. I've approached so many people about land and various arrangements, and we've just had no luck. So moving somewhere else could be a solution. Finding somewhere for me and them to live. It will be a challenge, but it's not impossible. And I'm beginning to wonder if maybe that's the best option. I don't want to get rid of any of the ponies. Each of them has taught me so much. And the tiny trio, they're lovely. Their training is going really well, and I see potential with each of them. I enjoy the training, and I think that our future together could be very bright. I just need to find a way to navigate the current situation, and I'm really not sure what to do. Rehoming the ponies, it goes against all of my values as well. I believe that animals, they should be for life. There's the famous saying, a dog is for life, not just for Christmas. Well, I think the saying should be, a pony is for life, not just for your whims, not just for sport, not just for children, not just for conservation grazing. I think they're feeling beings. They attach to us, they attach to each other, and I think making hasty and flippant decisions to take them away from their herd mates, to rehome them, it can do a lot of damage. Horses' memories are incredible, and it's a truth that we often don't really want to accept, because then we have to face the fact that they do remember everything. They remember how we made them feel, they remember the things that scared them. And so I feel a responsibility with the tiny trio. They're all young, they're only just 3 years old. I'm setting them up for life, so whether I keep them for the rest of my life, which would be wonderful, and the rest of their lives, or whether I do end up rehoming them, I want to make sure that I set them up for success. I don't want to damage them in ways just because things got a bit uncomfortable or inconvenient for me. I must say as well that obviously there are situations where it is best to rehome ponies. People do have situations, exceptional circumstances that mean it is for the best. I'm not against that. But I think that when you enter into taking on an animal, that people should see that commitment as one that's lifelong. Okay, so back to the day. Down with the famous 5 now. I had planned on doing a training session with Frodo, but I needed to do some fencing jobs instead. Because of the lack of grass, the ponies have been trying to get into hedges. They've been a bit of an escape risk, so I had to get my handy post whacker out and sort out the electric fence tape stuff so that I could put up some extra fencing to keep them secure. Here you can see Loki and Tyr, who are good buddies. They're quite funny. They have little play fights sometimes, but they really love each other, as you can see. All of the ponies are bonded really well. They're just such characters. So The ground has been really hard because of the dry weather, but we've had a little bit of dampness and a little bit of rain. So I'm celebrating this grey sky that you can see here because it's brought some much needed dampness, which can only help at the moment. The Famous Five have quite a few fields that they can move between, and so my job with them is to make sure that they're fenced in safely so they can't get onto the coast path or onto the road and up into the village. Being Dartmoor Hill Ponies, they're very agile, they're like little mountain goats. Tyr particularly is very good at escaping, and he has tried to leap and stray a few times, so he's always the one to show me where the gaps in the fencing are, or if I haven't done a job properly, he'll let me know what needs doing. Here you can see Runa, he's the oldest pony I have at 14 years old. He was a wild rogue stallion on Dartmoor for over 10 years. It's a real privilege to have him. So this was my task for the day. I had to cut through the bracken and be able to get to the wall line so that I could put up a new bit of electric fence, because they'd started eating over the hedge, and Tyr's favourite trick is to get up onto the hedge and then to sort of walk along it and jump down into an area that he wants. So here's my handy post whacker, my pole and my post. It took a little while to get it in, I have to say, the ground was quite hard, but I managed to do it. And Loki is here just checking things out to make sure that I've done my job properly. He approves. Well done, he says. Good job, Mum. I'm having to set up the electric fences to run off of my 2 electric fence energizers across the multiple fields that I have, depending on where they are. So it's a bit of a logistical task to get things to connect and to make sure that the fences match up and are all charged okay, because the ponies are very smart. They soon work out if the electric fence has failed or if the batteries run out. Odin is very good at testing the electric fence. For some reason he just knows. I don't know if they hear it through the sound or whether they put their noses close to the electric fence tape and can feel it. I'm not sure, but they know. Loki here, he's so affectionate. He always wants scratches. Well, all of the ponies want scratches. They're all very affectionate and they love contact. I know all of their scratchy spots, and as you can see, it makes them pull some goofy faces. And this is how I've got all of the ponies comfortable with being touched all over, is to just touch them at liberty and to get them comfortable, find the scratchy spots, make them feel good. That's how you make a pony friend. Find their scratchy spots and just make them feel really nice when they're around you. Here's Tyr. He has got scratchy spots, but he's a funny one when it comes to contact. He likes his scratchy spots in certain areas and at certain times, but he's, out of this herd, is the one that is who least enjoys the scratchy time, is not as tolerant or as accepting of human contact. And I'm not sure if that's because he had a bit of a negative experience with a farrier who sort of forced him into a particular hold and forced his body onto him, and Tyr fought that. He didn't like it at all, and he actually fought his way out of that pressure. So he's built up a bit of a negative association with human bodily contact and human contact as a form of pressure, which is something that we're going to have to work through for me to be able to start him under saddle and to ride him, which is what I would like to do, but we've got to overcome that challenge. I do actually do a session with Tyr today in the round pen, and I tested some of this stuff with him, and he reacted as I expected. He was resistant to the contact of my body, and I'm just preparing a video to post tomorrow showing that session with Tyr, the pony who says no. But as you can see here, he does love his scratches. He is very accepting of me touching him all over. But here he's at liberty, so he can leave anytime he wants, and it's a very particular form of contact. But he has no problems with me touching him all over. I can touch all down his legs. He's great now to see the farrier and to have his hooves picked out. Tyr's brilliant on a lead rope. He's very brave, very bold and confident, out and about. He's really curious, loves to explore. He's the first one to try something, and he's a very willing pony. But because I had some issues with my horsemanship at first, I was all love and no leadership, and so Tyr suffered as a result of my lack of boundaries. And it was my lack of boundaries and me not asserting myself as a good leader to him that did lead to the incident with the farrier. If I'd have had him better prepared, then the farrier wouldn't have felt like he needed to do something about it. Although I wish I didn't let him do something about it in hindsight, because it has now created more problems. It took us a long time to work through the issue with his hooves to get him okay with seeing a new farrier, an equine podiatrist who is lovely. And now I have to work through the issue of him accepting the human, accepting my body on him as a form of steady pressure. And the session that I did with him today showed me that it's something we have got to do a lot of work on, because he wasn't very happy about it. So if you want to see that video, I'll be posting that one tomorrow. It was really interesting, and I'm really keen to do more work with Tyr. Recently I've been spending a lot of time working with Frodo, who needs to see the farrier and was impossible to catch, and with the other ponies, Bodhi, Mouse. And so Tyr hasn't had as much one-to-one time as he needs and as he wants. And I'm really keen to get back to it, because our session yesterday showed me that time off does make him revert back, and I then need to establish myself again as leader. They learn best when you have a programme over a few days, and I need to get back into that with Tyr. So thank you for joining our day. This was the end of the day, a nice sunset. It's nice just to spend time relaxing with the famous five at the end of the day. It's a really peaceful time. I hang out with them in a way that's just free of expectation. If they come up to me and initiate contact, then that's wonderful, and I will spend time giving them scratches and just hanging out together. But if they don't want anything to do with me, that's fine as well. We're just all happy being around each other, soaking up the nice energy. We live in such a beautiful place that the thought of moving is difficult, but the ponies are my life, the ponies are my priority, and if keeping them together means that I have to move, then that's something I'm more than prepared to do. I don't have any ties here, so I can go wherever we can find the right place. So just to finish, this is an update on Frodo's training, which is going really well. He's being so brave. To think he was impossible to catch 2 weeks ago, and now I'm working on preparing him for the farrier, hind end yields, getting him used to steady pressure, getting him used to touch all over his body. He's already starting to pick up his front feet, and in this session I was able to further that and work further back on his body and work to touching all the way down his back legs as well. So I'm really impressed with just how willing he is being. He's got the sweetest nature. He's such a gentle pony, and I really want to give him every reason to trust me So I'm mindful of going about things in a considerate way that pays attention to his feelings, but also bearing in mind that I'm on a time scale. He does need to have his hooves done, and the farrier is going to be coming in a week's time. So fingers crossed that we can get him all ready and prepared, and get his hooves feeling nice and shipshape for him. The full video on Frodo's training session is on my channel as well, if you want to take a look at his progress in more detail. His whole journey has been captured on video, from when he was impossible to catch and having to work with him at liberty, to being able to catch him on the end of the lunge whip with the rope and get a head collar on him. It's still a process that we have to go through, but I can catch him, and that's brilliant. It means he can see a vet, he can see a farrier, once we've just got over some of these initial nerves that he has. But as you can see here, he's standing nice and still, and he's quite comfortable with me back there, touching all the way down his legs. A really good boy. I'm so impressed and so excited about what's to come in Frodo's future, and I'm so happy that he's trusting me and that we can start doing things together. If I had to rehome the ponies, it would be the tiny trio that would be rehomed. I took on the famous 5 as a commitment myself as my ponies, and so there's no way I would rehome any of them. It would have to be the tiny trio first of all, and even that feels unfair, having been together now for 3 years. So hopefully I'll find a way.